Hey, welcome back everybody to Second Blossom Creative. Today we're making a simple spring project. It's a mixed media project canvas using a few affordable craft supplies. This project would really be good for paper crafts. If you want something beautiful that only takes a short amount of time to do. Today's project, we're going to do a bunny spring canvas project. We have just a few supplies. We're not going to do any cutting. We're going to use some tearing, and I'm going to use hot glue for most of this. Some of this you could use your regular Elmer's glue if you would want to. So I've got some flowers here and a butterfly. I have some Easter eggs, some more flowers. I have this little antique looking picture frame that I made out of hot glue and some silicone molds that I painted pink. We have our spring bunny napkin here, and then we have a 5x7 canvas that we're going to use, and then I have some foam tape which we'll use that to elevate some of the pictures in the canvas. First we're going to start by tearing our napkin. We're just going to use this middle piece here of the bunny rabbit, and then once we get that torn out around there, we'll take off the backing. Here I've already torn out the rabbit, and then there is a second layer of paper that we're going to take off, and then we can throw that away because we won't need it. And then we're going to put our bunny right there. We're going to use some Mod Podge to put the bunny down on the canvas. And once we get that rabbit down there and get all the wrinkles out, we're going to put a thin layer of Mod Podge over the top of it to kind of seal it. And for that, putting the Mod Podge on, I did customize my paintbrushes that you can just take air dry clay and make them into a triangle shape, so that way it makes it easier for your hands to hold on to your brush while you're painting or using the decoupage method like I'm using here. Then we will let that dry, and I will see you back in a few minutes. Okay, my bunny's almost dry, and I decided that I want to put a little bit of a glittery shine around his ears, so we're going to take some iridescent glitter, and I have a little bit of our Mod Podge that I put down here on the surface, and then I'm just going to stir that Mod Podge into my paint, again with one of the modified brushes that I created. And then around his little ears, we're going to put a little bit of that glitter with the Mod Podge. Kind of give it a little bit of shine around him. And you can put as much or as little on there as you want. There we go, I think that'll be good. Now we're going to start putting down our flowers. For this project I'm going to use hot glue, but you can use whatever you're comfortable with. I think I'm going to put some of my flowers down here. I kind of like the littler one. We'll start by adding our flowers. Since this is for Easter, I might put an egg down there. I don't know. I haven't decided. We'll wait and see on that. I'm going to put in these little yellow flowers down here. These little yellow flowers I got from Prima. I like their flowers. They sell paper flowers in a lot of different varieties and colors and sizes. And they make it really nice to embellish with. And since this is Easter, I think we're going to put an Easter egg here. Let that dry. And then I have some little flowers here that I'm just going to add to our canvas. That one back a little bit. And we're just going to keep building our flowers. And then I have this nice paper embellishment that I'm going to use here. I'm just going to kind of stick it in there to fill things up. And there again, there's one of those Prima flowers that I like. I did find this cute little paper saying here that says "Let your soul shine." So that's a real nice little piece. For that, I'm going to make that raised up a little bit off the canvas so it stands out a little bit more. I am using foam tape, which I'll cut with these loop scissors that I got, which are real nice for cutting, because that way you don't have to stick your fingers in a bunch of holes and try to open and close your scissors. They just close for you. Take that little piece off there. Let's see, and I think that's where he's going to be, right there. And then I'm going to take my hot glue frame that I made and put some hot glue on it to get it down over the top of our saying here. And then we need something up at the top, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple flowers up here. Get some of my little yellow ones. And then I have my little butterfly here that I like these little stickers. They're butterflies stickers that I get from the Dollar Tree. They just have some foam on there. You can bend up their little wings and give them a little dimension. Put a little bit of hot glue on there to help keep him on a little bit better. I have also this little yellow egg I think that we're going to include on here, so that makes him look kind of like the bunny's hiding, looking up over his shoulder. So we'll put some hot glue on that. I'll stick him about right there. Okay, there we go, friends. That was a quick project for you to be able to do for spring. There was no cutting in it, so it's easier on your hands. You can add whatever other embellishments you would like to add to it. I hope you enjoyed that project. Staying till the end, I hope you enjoyed that project. I hope that makes it a little bit easier for you to get an idea of some projects that you can do with some die cuts, paper flowers, a canvas, and a napkin, and a little bit of glue. If there's any other objects you would like to add to it, then go right ahead. You can be fully customized to however you want it to be. That little project is just to remind us that even though our hands may change and we craft a little bit differently, creativity never leaves us. It simply finds new ways to bloom. I hope your creativity is in bloom always. See you next time.